Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Newell. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. Now, today's no different. Of course, we are back to talk about the breakdown of Erika Girardi's $14 million Amex bill that you heard exclusively on my channel yesterday in our interview with Ronald Richards. I just want to point that out. Okay. And there's a lot more when you look into the details of what was actually spent and where it went. It's actually amazing to think you can spend this much. Well, we'll get into it. Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that, roll that intro.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so we know that Erika Girardi is being accused of spending over $25 million in funds from her soon-to-be ex-husband, Tom Girardi's law firm, Girardi Keese. Now, in a new report, she allegedly charged over $14 million to an Amex card, and there's about another $11 million in expenses to her Glam squad, PR firms, a dance agency, and other items. This is never ending. Wait until you hear the breakdown. So it was reported that the lawyers working for the trustee that have been appointed to Girardi's bankruptcy case sent a letter which will be filed with the bankruptcy court. And this letter said that Erika Girardi, well, it was sent to Erika's attorney, but it alleges that Erika Girardi received over $25 million in funds to her business account, EJ Global, from Girardi Keese, which we knew, but we didn't know exactly what the funds were spent on. And that's the interesting part. In the letter, it was written that from 2008 to 2020, Erika allegedly spent about $14,259,012.84. That was on her American Express card and a little over $1.4 million on various unknown expenses. Holy cow. It was also noted that Erika paid a little bit over $1.5 million to the McDonald Selznick Associates Agency, which is a dance agency for the use of their dancers and their choreographers. In addition to that, Erika reportedly paid about $102,596.77 to Kim Kardashian's former assistant, Stephanie Shepard, another $1,000 to the makeup guru himself, Mario. His last name starts with a D. I don't know how to say it, so I don't want to say it and butcher it. But that was also Kim's makeup guy. It's a lot of Kim Kardashian's people, really. Hold on, wait. It keeps going. $17,415 to Opus Beauty. And there were other various payments to different PR firms and publications, including a $10,400 payment to the Los Angeles Times. What would you be paying them for? And $8,480 to E5 Global Media, which publishes the Billboard and the Hollywood Reporter. Now, it was noted that Mr. Girardi signed under penalty of perjury the return and also personally approved the charges that were allocated in the breakdown. As this letter was shared, and of course it shocked everyone, Ronald Richards did confirm that Erika Girardi does owe back with interest about $28 million to the Girardi Keese law firm. And mind you, this $28 million would be huge if she actually still had the money, which it doesn't sound like she does because it sounds like it was spent, but it would be huge to pay back the victims. Ronald Richards said that it's immaterial as to whether or not Erika Girardi knew where the funds came from or that the funds were diverted from, clients' accounts to her. It doesn't matter. Honestly, it doesn't matter if you knew or not where they came from. The point is they came from a place where they shouldn't have. So since you spent it, you're still responsible for it. That's what Ronald Richards said in the breakdown yesterday in our exclusive interview. And he just kind of told everyone, because the live chat was going crazy. We had over 2,000 people in the room and people were like, well, what if Erika didn't know where the money was coming from? And he just let us know that does not matter. The point is, even Sutton Strack said this on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. If the devil himself puts money into your bank account, into your LLC, doesn't matter if it's $5 or $5 million, you are responsible for that money. That is your problem. He also said that what is important here is that Erika received total, complete value for the receivable and formal demand for the payment was sent. He ended that part off with, we are hopeful that she backs up her on-air statement last night that she made, which was technically 2 nights ago now, on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, that the victims do come first, which I believe we all feel that way. The victims should come first here. This is atrocious. Now, in response, of course, Erika denied the claims through her attorney. Her attorney said this. How can you deny the attorney said this? Erika never had and does not have any personal liability for any debts or obligations of EJ Global LLC, period. Her lawyer was in a conversation with Page 6, slamming the malicious allegations from the trustee as a reckless publicity grab. Okay. The lawyer also added that none of the payments nor any of the money whatsoever went to Erika. And on behalf of Erika, we will seek all appropriate remedies against all appropriate parties for claims such as these. Oof. Okay. It seems like this is never ending. Now, mind you, a lot of people have questioned why Ronald Richards is so avid on social media, on Twitter, why he keeps giving us the updates that he does. But they tried to shut him down a couple of times now, and they failed. Ronald Richards, they did not want him on the case because they were saying that he's using this information and pretty much displaying tabloid-like behavior by putting it out there and just trying to get attention, trying to get publicity off of the tweets that he is sharing with all of us. However, Ronald Richards has made it very clear that he is allowed to say whatever he wants within certain guidelines, but this is public information. He's allowed to share it, even though he is an attorney on the case. He's been active before he was brought onto the case, and he's still going to continue to be active after. I think in Ronald's mind, and I don't want to put words into his mouth, but if you've seen with the O.J. Simpson trial and you've seen with all of these different huge trials, the college admission scandal, you watch the attorneys and they come out and they speak to the press. So really, how different is it by being active on social media and Twitter? It's kind of the same thing. It's all going out there into the media. It's all going out there into the news. It's all going on social media. It's pretty much going everywhere. Now, if you didn't watch last week's episode, well, technically this week's episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, you need to go back and watch it, because this is where Erika is starting to see that Sutton is questioning all of the red flags in her mind that's going on with the Girardi cases. And Erika can see at the table who's there for her and who's not. And we do know that there's the big upcoming scene where Erika Girardi says, you know, don't ever, I think it was like, don't ever lie on me again, not verbatim, but something like that, to that effect. And she told Sutton, I will come for you. So pretty much shut the gut. That's going to be an intense episode. I think we're all waiting for it. We all want to know what's going to happen, what's being said. It's a lot to break down. And of course, we will continue to break it down with the help of some of our favorite collaborators. We will be bringing them on every week when we recap The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, comment below. What do you think about the breakdown of this Amex bill? How do you feel about the payments that were made? I mean, it's a lot, and I need your opinions. Guys, I've asked you all the questions to which I need all the answers. So before you go, don't forget to do that, drop a comment, and make sure on your way out to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell, because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.